Well, morning. It's the unknown mechanic back again. And you get to look over my shoulder while I try to fix everybody else's mistakes. Today, we're trying to repair a Husqvarna top-handled arborist saw, 334T. And my newest mechanic, Speedy, he tried to do everything to this saw and cannot get it to run. And what the tag says, it belongs to Lobo Thunderbud. Okay, and it says not running well, repair is needed. So anyway, Lobo brought it in and it barely runs. And Speedy, he's very quick to overhaul carburetors. That's what he does. He just jumps right into the carburetor. And so he sonically cleaned the carburetor and put it back on, and of course didn't run any better. So he gave up on it, and so now I have to fix it. And so I thought I would pressure and vacuum test it. So I had a block-off plate in here, and I had the muffler out, and I had a block-off plate on the exhaust port. And it passed. There's no air leaks in the lower part of the engine. So then I started to review what he had done to it, and I started to look at the carburetor, and I noticed that the idle speed screw was cranked all the way in until it bottomed, and that was opening the throttle a lot greater degree than it's supposed to be in order to have correct idle. So that was one of my clues. So I sort of revisited his carburetor overhaul, and what I found was that the I'm going to bring this in here. You probably can't see that too well, but the high-speed circuit picks up from here, and the low-speed circuit picks up from there. And there are two limiter cap adjustments on the side of the carburetor next to the idle adjust. And you have to be able to trace carburetor circuitry. There's electrical circuits, there's hydraulic circuits, and there's fuel circuits in a carburetor. And sometimes the idle circuit is dependent on the high-speed circuit, and sometimes it's independent. And this one is an independent carburetor. So the idle circuit is totally separate from the high-speed circuit, and it picks up its fuel from the reservoir in the metering chamber through this jet. There's a brass jet that's pressed into the body. This is a Zama C1Q. And the high-speed circuit picks up the majority of its fuel through this hole in the floor in the metering chamber. But it also has a bypass hole drilled in the high-speed nozzle. So some fuel can bypass the high-speed needle and get into the high-speed circuit through this little tiny hole here in the nozzle. So I'm going to try to set this carburetor up on the microscope and show you what I found. And then I'm going to move the camera in for a close-up, so hopefully you'll be able to see. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay. And it's going to be a little bit tricky because I have to do a couple things at once here. There we go. Okay, so that is the low-speed circuit pickup right there. And I'm going to try to focus. I'm going to change the focus on this. Going to bring it in farther. Okay, I'm going to have to definitely refocus. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yep. All right. Now, I hope you can see that. There is some kind of a solid object stuck in the jet, where the idle circuit picks up its fuel from the metering chamber floor. And that type of looks a solid object. The sonic cleaner is not going to dissolve that, break that up, and get that out of there. That will physically have to be removed out of the jet. And what I don't want to do is take a jet cleaning tool and push it into the jet. I'm going to want to try to use carburetor cleaner, compressed air, and either remove the low speed needle and blow carburetor cleaner backwards in the reverse direction that the fuel would flow, and blow that foreign object out of there. That foreign object obviously is not going to be dissolved or broken up or removed by the sonic cleaner. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I found wrong with it. And once that jet is clear, this saw has very low hours on it. I checked the piston and cylinder. They're like new. There's no air leaks in the crankcase. Everything on it is very low hour, quite new. Even the sprocket doesn't have a lot of wear on it. And so I know that when I remove that small particle in the low speed jet, this saw is going to run perfectly fine, just like new. So that's a little bit of a carburetor lesson. This is going to be a short. I'm not going to turn this into a 1 hour video. And some of my videos are too long, so this one's going to be short. I guarantee you the saw will run fine. So that's it for today for the Unknown Mechanic. If you like the video, please leave some comments and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.